It's Down to Business with Jack Miller. Forget what they teach you in school. This is real life. Not Wall Street, but Main Street. A real show on what's really involved with starting and running a business. With all the ups and downs. Our guests will answer your questions and provide you with valuable information. Stay tuned and join in the conversation. Call us at 305-541-2350. Follow us on Facebook at Jack Miller Down to Business or on Twitter at HJackMiller1.
Hello, world. Thank you for joining us. I'm super excited to be with you. This is Jack Miller. We have Todd Cohen in the studio, looking dapper as always. Our producer, Wanda. Thank you very much, Wanda. We appreciate it. I hope everyone's having a good day. I'll tell you, Todd, I don't know about you, but I spend a lot of time marketing. I would imagine you do, too.
Marketing is really the lifeblood of growing a business, any business, and really also maintaining relationships that you already have.
Yeah. What do you in your business, like, what sets you apart in marketing?
I mean, there's a number of things that we do, but most notably, I mean, really, it's a face-to-face world, and it's a face-to-face business.
The relationships.
And you really need to, make your phone calls. You need, whether they're cold, warm, hot, anything, follow up, anything in between. You need to make your phone calls, and you need to be diligent in doing so and disciplined.
So you can't be a paper tiger behind the marketing.
Right.
Some people I see, they have fantastic marketing, but they don't know the product.
That's right. And then you need to follow up. I mean, you need to follow up, and you need to make sure that you follow up with everyone that you speak to, everyone you leave messages with, everyone that you've ever done business with. You need to follow up with regularly. So that's something that you need to do, and you do it through email. You do it through snail mail. You could send, something that way. It's still the mail service, despite what you read, is still in existence, and there's nothing wrong with writing a letter to a client you've done business to thank them, send a postcard, to do all kinds of things like that.
I think with more and more people using email, I think when you send a letter, I think that's fantastic.
It is a little more legitimate and a little more profound.
Gotcha.
And then getting in front of people. That is the best marketing there is. I mean, you need to show people your work.
Eyeball
to
eyeball.
You need to do something. You need to bring something that you have created, hopefully for that client, but even if it's for someone else, to demonstrate your capability in the marketplace, which is very competitive and very fractured. You need to get in front of people, meet them, show them you're competent, get eyeball to eyeball. Well, I mean, that's marketing.
Look, we've talked about it before. I think too many people hide behind Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook. But anyway, you ready to talk real estate?
I always am ready to talk real estate.
We're going to talk today about partnership formation. Okay, we got to take a break. My love, Wanda, just told me we need a break. We'll talk about partnership formation in a minute.
Again, the secret of life.
Yeah,
when we come back.
Commercials. When we come back, partnership formation.
Don't turn that dial. We'll be right back.
Turn it around.
Welcome back to It's Down to Business with Jack Miller. Call us at 305-541-2350. Follow us on Facebook at Jack Miller Down to Business or on Twitter at HJackMiller1.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hey, Wanda, I noticed you jumping around to that music. I'm glad you're getting into it.
Yeah.
Todd, we're going to
work out.
Enjoyed it. I love it. By the way, I want to thank Wanda. Before the show started, she went around on my microphone and Todd's microphone and put some beautiful scents, so the room smells good.
First of all, that's an amazing thing that she did, because these microphone covers are nasty. When you think about what goes on in front of these microphones and what dirty mouths are right near them, people spitting on them.
Wanda is a very thoughtful
and that
person.
Jack has a dirty mouth, so he has his own mic.
Yeah, very thoughtful person. Very thoughtful person. Just Todd, you happened to mention me during the break that you're working on a deal in South Beach. Tell me about it.
That's
South
right.
Beach is like the center of the world today.
South Beach. I mean, the playground to the rich and wealthy, to the famous, to the people that we all aspire to be one day. We have an amazing trophy building right off of Lincoln Road. Lincoln Road is like the pedestrian thoroughfare that everyone knows about on South Beach. There's more foot traffic along that little stretch between Alton and the beach.
What kind of building do you have
than
for
anywhere
sale?
else around. And it's brand new construction, finished in 2015. There's one tenant on the third floor. and they fully occupy the third floor of the building, and then both the first and second floor are available. It's a great building for either a user to maybe occupy the second floor and put a great flagship retail tenant on the bottom floor, or even to have that same great flagship retail tenant occupy both of the available floors, because it'll fit right in among, the Collins and Lincoln Road, growing litany of amazing retail tenants that we have over there, from Victoria's Secret to Swatch to Apple, who occupy these beautiful, unique, architecturally magnificent buildings.
So
and they really use them as a flagship store.
So I would imagine if someone buys it as an investment, they could rent it out to a credit tenant, a national chain.
Absolutely.
And they have a great investment on their hands.
That's right. And there's already income in place, which covers, the general expenses, but obviously that's not what an investor would be looking for. Right now, it's ready to, it's all deliverable vanilla shell, and it's a really unique. There's a famous architect who designed it. You can call me. I'll give you all the information about who that is and what that is. But it's a really, really beautiful building with a price tag well above $20 million. So
okay, so but hey, you got to make money to spend money. Todd, what's your contact information so people can call you?
So again, Todd Cohen. I'm with Marcus and Millichap. My phone number is 786-522-7021. My email is Cohen, TCOHEN, at marcusmillichap.com.
Oh, my God. Excuse me, everyone. I took a drink of water. I'm
Went down the wrong pipe.
Are you done?
Oh, my gosh. That was terrible.
We never learn. We never learn that trick.
I apologize, everyone. I shouldn't take a drink of water.
That's okay. We can talk about bathroom humor again now.
Oh, my gosh. This is terrible.
Well, he doesn't take a drink. He's walking around. He's talking and...
Yeah, I don't...
Are you done there?
Yeah, I'm fine. I won't go on the floor. I was going to say, I pace constantly. I push the chair away, and I'm pacing constantly throughout the show. Todd, I want to speak to you for a minute about partnership formation, because a lot of people buy real estate, and they focus really 90% of their time and due diligence in the real estate. But when you enter into a partnership, you're really entering into a marriage.
That's right.
And the formation of it and the goals of it are critical. And I've had tons, and I know you have too, of experience in this. So we only have 5 minutes left, but let's talk a little bit about it this week, and we'll talk a little bit about it next week. But I want to focus on some of the things that are critical in partnership formation that I've kind of learned over the years, some of them the hard way. And I'm sure you have many experiences too. But, one of the things that I find happens is sometimes when a partnership starts, as soon as the papers are signed and as soon as the check clears, there's a divergence of interests. Before, it's like a marriage or a business. Before everyone signs on the dotted line, everything's great. As soon as it starts, the partner is looking to get as much money as he can, as quickly as he can, which is fine. And the general manager usually is looking to strengthen the property and the partnership. So it's important that there's not a divergence of interest and everyone has the goals right up front.
That's right. Well, I think you take it a step further, like with any investment, really. People should begin with the end in mind. What are you looking to achieve with the investment? Why are you doing the partnership in the first place? Is it necessity? Are you trying to leverage each other's skills, which are different than your own? Do you need the capital to move forward? Or are you just trying to not tie up all of your capital at one time? And really, what's the
goals?
What are the goals? How long is the time frame for this investment? What are you going to do when you eventually sell the investment? And what are you going to do at that point? And everything should be sort of thought out up front.
You're right, because one guy may have a short-term horizon, and one guy may have a long-term horizon.
That's right. And like you said, one person might want the money as soon as they can get it, and one person might not. And those are divergent interests, and a lot of times that causes friction. Friends a lot of times want to enter into partnerships together on investments, or even husband and wife, and it's definitely a surefire way to create friction in any relationship that you already have. So you need to be careful entering into a business relationship with a friend, with a family member. And we could talk more about that if you want, Jack.
I agree 100%. Another thing I want to focus on is a lot of people don't really focus on the structure of the partnership, whether it be an LLC or an operating agreement, and the technicalities of it. What I mean is, and I'm just going to pick an LLC, is governed by an operating agreement. You really have to watch every clause, because a lot of times an attorney prepares a generic one, or I've seen them, actually I've seen big ones that they download on the internet, and they're templates, and people just sign them. But you really have to focus on each clause, because each clause can really kill you. Some of them have to do with buyouts. Some of them have to do with capital calls. I know we only have like a minute left, and we'll talk about this more next week. But really, you have to, and we talked about this before, watch every detail of every word, because it'll come back in 5-10 years when something happens, and this really sets the stage for the future of the partnership.
Look, we've all heard of prenup agreements for getting married, actually. And a lot of people look down upon them because it's the woman you love and you're going to be with the rest of your life, or the man you love and going to be with the rest of your life, or what have you. But in a business arrangement, you really need to have some sort of prenup. And you need to have an agreement. And you need to go into it understanding that you need to prepare for the worst case scenario. Just like with any investment, just like with any business situation, you need to be prepared for the worst to happen. And what will happen when the S hits the fan? I mean, look, that is really where the rubber hits the road.
Todd, I got you. Todd, give your phone number one more time. We got to break up, or else Wanda's going to yell at me.
You guys can all reach me at 786-522-7021. And I look forward to hearing from anyone who's interested in finding out more about commercial real estate deals, getting advisory on properties they already own, anything like that, or just building a relationship and finding out how we might be able to do business in the future.
Okay, this is Jack Miller. Thanks for joining us again. You can catch me during the week at 561-221-0900. Thank you, Todd Cohen. Thank you, Fred Paritsky. Thank you, Wanda. I really appreciate it. You're the best. And to all of our wives and husbands out there, remember, we love you all dearly.
And when you pee, make sure all the urine goes in the toilet, everyone.
That's what Todd's leaving with us with.
There you go.
We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to tune in next Thursday at 3 o'clock on 880 The Biz. If you want to send in your questions, comments, or ideas for shows, please email Jack Miller at geltfinancial.com. Follow us on Facebook at Jack Miller Down to Business, or on Twitter at HJackMiller1. Turn it